Welcome to Best Brains Quiz. Please subscribe. Can you pass this human body quiz? Here are 60 questions about the human body. It's grouped into 3, easy, medium, and hard. Let's start with the easy level. What is the largest organ in the human body? Skin. How many bones are in the adult human body? (206). Which organ pumps blood throughout the body? Heart is correct. What is the primary function of red blood cells? Carry oxygen. Which part of the brain controls balance and coordination? Cerebellum. How many chambers does the human heart have? Four is correct. What is the hardest substance in the human body? Tooth enamel. Which system includes the kidneys and bladder? Urinary system. What is the main function of the lungs? Exchange of gases. Which bone protects the brain? Skull. What is the longest bone in the human body? Femur is correct. Which organ produces insulin? Pancreas. What type of muscle is found in the heart? Cardiac muscle. How many teeth does an adult human typically have? 32 is correct. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering? Iris. What is the primary function of white blood cells? Fight infection. Which organ stores bile? Gallbladder. What is the largest artery in the human body? Aorta is correct. Which system regulates hormones? Endocrine hormones. What connects muscles to bones? Tendons. Which organ is responsible for filtering blood? Kidneys. How many pairs of ribs does a human typically have? "12 pairs of ribs." What is the main component of blood plasma? Water. Which part of the brain controls breathing? Medulla. What is the function of the small intestine? Absorb nutrients. Which bone is also called the collarbone? Clavicle. What is the liquid part of blood called? Plasma is correct. Which organ detoxifies harmful substances? Liver is correct. How many vertebrae are in the human spine? 33 is correct. What is the outer layer of the skin called? Epidermis. Which gland regulates metabolism? Thyroid gland. What is the function of the diaphragm? Aid breathing. Which type of joint is found in the knee? Hinge joint. What is the smallest bone in the human body? Stapes. Which organ produces eggs in females? Ovaries. What is the main function of platelets? Clot blood. Which system includes the brain and spinal cord? Nervous system. What is the tube that carries air to the lungs? Trachea. Which muscle helps you bend your elbow? Biceps. What is the largest muscle in the human body? Gluteus maximus. Which organ absorbs water from digested food? Large intestine. What is the function of the cornea? Focus light. Which hormone regulates blood sugar levels? Insulin. What is the scientific name for the windpipe? Trachea. Which bone is also known as the shoulder blade? Scapula is correct. What is the main function of the lymphatic system? Fight infection. Which part of the brain controls memory? Hippocampus. What is the function of the alveoli in the lungs? Pump blood. Which organ produces sperm in males? Testes is correct. What is the protective covering of the heart? Pericardium. Which type of blood vessel carries blood away from the heart? Arteries. What is the function of the cerebellum? Control balance. Which organ breaks down food mechanically? Stomach is correct. What is the main function of the hypothalamus? Regulate hormones. Which bone is located in the forearm? Radius. What is the fluid that lubricates joints? Synovial fluid. Which gland is known as the master gland? Pituitary. What is the function of the retina? Detect light. Which system protects the body from disease? Immune system. What is the main function of the esophagus? Transport food. We have come to the end of the quiz. Thanks for watching. How many questions did you answer correctly? Drop your response in the comment section. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, like and share with your friends. See you in our next video.